The Mercedes C63 AMG has always been the revel of the luxury sedan world, the kind of car that made neighbors scowl but secretly crave one for themselves. It was loud, unapologetic, and dangerous in the best way possible. But everything changes with the latest generation. Mercedes has retired the Thunderous V8 and replaced it with a four-cylinder hybrid system. Yes, a four-cylinder, in a car that built its reputation on noise, chaos, and muscle. On paper, this thing is more powerful than ever, but does that make it better, or did AMG just strip away its soul?
To understand why this car stirs so much debate, you have to look back. The first true C63 arrived in 2008 with the W204 generation. AMG stuffed a naturally aspirated 6.2-liter V8 into a compact C-Class, and the result was madness. It made 451 horsepower, revved like a race car, and sounded like a storm rolling through the city. It was raw, intimidating, and unforgettable.
Then came the W205, downsizing hit, and the 6.2 gave way to a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8. Smaller, yes, but still 503 horsepower. More torque than before, and that same AMG Thunder. These two cars became icons because they weren't just quick. They are alive. They felt unpredictable, untamed, and more fun than they probably should have been. That's the heritage the new C63 has to uphold.
So, what's changed? Quite a lot. The latest C63 is powered by a 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder paired with a plug-in hybrid system. That sounds like heresy, but the numbers are jaw-dropping. 671 horsepower, 752 pound-feet of torque.
That's more than a Ferrari F8 Tributo. 0 to 60 comes in just 3.3 seconds, and the top speed is 174 miles per hour, or higher with the optional AMG driver's package. This is a compact sedan delivering supercar performance. It's outrageous, at least on the spec sheet. But there's a trade-off. Weight. At over 4,600 pounds, the new 663 is nearly 700 pounds heavier than an old one. That hybrid system with its battery and motor adds bulk. So yes, you gain monstrous power, but you also have to move around a lot more mass. On paper, it's the most advanced, most powerful C63 ever. But does that translate to the same spine-tingling spirit that made the earlier cars legendary? Let's talk about the drive. Acceleration is brutal. Thanks to the electric motor mounted at the rear axle, you get instant torque with no lag. The all-wheel drive system claws at the road, delivering relentless traction. Launching this car feels unfair. It's so efficient, so direct, that it makes the old tail-happy V8 versions seem almost primitive. Through corners is sharper too. Torque vectoring helps rotate the car, giving it an agility the old models lacked. It's precise, it's fast, and it's devastatingly competent.
But here's the issue. Competence isn't the same as character. The older V8 cars were chaotic. The rear end wiggled under power. The exhaust note gave you chills, and every drive felt like mischief. The new 663, it feels more clinical. Inside the cabin, the engine note is partly artificial. The weight makes itself known when you're really pushing. The drama, the unpredictability, that bad boy vibe, it's toned down. Instead of a wild street fighter, you get a calculated assassin.
The technology that enables all this is fascinating. The core is the M139 four-cylinder, already the most powerful production four-cylinder engine in the world at 469 horsepower. On top of that, AMG adds a 201 horsepower electric motor, powered by a 6.1 kilowatt-hour battery. This battery isn't about long-range EV driving. It's inspired by Formula One, designed for rapid charge and discharge. Think of it as a constant boost button rather than an eco feature. You only get around 8 miles of pure electric range, but that's not the point. The point is instant torque, better cornering balance, and supercar-level acceleration. This is a clever approach, but it also makes the car feel more like software than hardware. It's an engineering masterpiece, no doubt, but it doesn't always connect emotionally the way the old V8s did. It's fast in a way that feels almost unfair.
More video game than muscle car.
What about daily life? That's always been part of the C63's charm, being outrageous when you want, but still usable every day. In this regard, the new model does well. The interior is pure modern Mercedes, digital displays everywhere, luxurious materials, AMG sport seats that balance comfort with aggression. You get usable rear space, a trunk that can handle groceries, and adaptive modes that soften the ride when you just want to cruise. The hybrid setup even lets you sneak around in EV mode. Perfect for late-night arrivals when you don't want to wake the neighborhood. It's refined, comfortable, and versatile, just like a proper AMG sedan should be.
Still, there are compromises. The weight dulls efficiency. Once the battery is depleted, you're left hauling around dead weight. And complexity brings questions. How will all this hybrid tech hold up years down the line? The simplicity of a naturally aspirated or even twin-turbo V8 is gone. And its place is a machine that feels more complicated, more like a computer on wheels.
So how does it stack up against its predecessors? If you're talking numbers, it's not even close. The last C63S with the 4.0-liter V8 had 503 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time of 3.9 seconds. This new one smashes both with 671 horsepower and 3.3 seconds to 60. That's quicker than the AMG GT-R supercar from just a few years ago. Performance-wise, it's a monster.
But performance isn't the whole story. The V8 cars delivered emotion. The W204's 6.2-liter screamed and roared like nothing else. The W205's twin-turbo may have been quieter, but it still had that deep, muscular growl. Both felt dangerous, fun, and alive. The new one, oh, it's a scalpel. Coldly effective, but missing some of the theater. Instead of a chest-pounding roar, you get a digital growl. Instead of smoky burnouts, you get clean surgical lunches. It's a different kind of thrill, one that may not resonate with purists. So, is this still the king of performance sedans? In raw speed, yes. In usability, yes. In technology, absolutely. But in soul, that's where opinions will split. For those who value efficiency, speed, and cutting-edge engineering, this is a masterpiece. For those who crave the chaos, the sound, the danger, the C63 might feel like it traded its leather jacket for a lab coat. At the end of the day, the new Mercedes C63 AMG hybrid isn't a pretender. It's a weapon. It's just not the same kind of weapon as before. The old ones were sledgehammers. This one is a scalpel. Both can do damage, but they do it differently. Whether that makes it better or worse depends entirely on what you want from your AMG.